Good morning. Good snowy morning. The office is just closed. We're gonna do some live streaming. I'm not sure what I want to do yet, though. I'm sitting here thinking about it. I'm like, do I want to make a new creature for the monster mod, or do we want to go over and just play some Super Mario World? I do not know. I don't know what I want to do. I kind of want to do both for different reasons. The thing that's holding me back from creating a new monster, we'll hop over to this, is I just pushed out an update and it's a pretty big update. I prettied things up, right? Like we got our three, like everything is like solid, right? We got a solid foundation. And then I was thinking, like, well, if I make a new creature, do I want to make a will-o-wisp or do I want to make a wraith? I don't have a good I don't have a good inkling of what I would like to do. Or do I want to just go ahead and start to implement the system for the bestiary? I guess that's a possibility as well, although I'd have to make a GUI that looks kind of okay. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. So oh man. You know what? Maybe we'll we'll do a little modding. And then I may jump into Super Mario World. I don't know. because there are definite things that I would like to do. I just don't know. Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp would be neutral. We could have fun with that. It would be the first entity that is a. It's just going to be a ball of light, probably a skull with a shader on it, like a ball of light kind of shader. That or we can make a wraith. Although the Will-O-Wisp, I think I want to do like a life drain, like an AoE kind of life drain, which would be a cool ability. It would be the first AoE ability that I make. Um, Someone actually had an interesting post here. Yeah, they suggested a shade. Here, I'll read it. A shade, or, they were going to call it a stalker, but I already used the name. Black semi-transparent hound-like creature with glowing orange eyes stalks the player when you're not looking at it. So yeah, this is going to be more of like the weeping angel idea, which I mean, could be really cool. Like it sounds like a cool monster. But I just have other monsters I want to put in first. But I probably will put in a monster like that. I think it'd be cool to get some kind of like, I don't know, my version of some kind of like wolf, ghost spectral wolf. Um, well, shit. I don't know. Is anyone out there? Does anyone want to see something in particular? We are in a good position to just create a new monster. We're also in a good position to. Yeah, we'll load up the game. I'm gonna enable a couple things first. We'll enable the pets. Come on. My grandpa computer. Oh my god. Poor baby. Look at it. It's stuck right now. It's stuck. Come on, Pops. Get it together. Papa. There we go. I just wanted to type in. I just wanted to do a minor change and my computer's having a stroke over here. Poor thing. I've been looking into new computers. I don't even know. All right, let's just rebuild this. Oh wait, it's gonna take forever to rebuild it. There we go. Before we talk about new computers, today we are gonna be drinking Pepsi Zero. mm. All right, come on, load, man. Come on, Grandpa. There we go. See, this is bad. My poor computer. Oh, I forgot. We're gonna force quit. I was testing the latest release. We gotta remove that first. My God, computer. Can we be any slower? Holy moly. Maybe my computer needs a little Super Mario World, something it doesn't have to think hard about. Yeah, we just gotta delete it out of there. Here we go. Reload mods. Boop. There we go. All right. Boom. We'll go into here. Once we're out of this pre-release stuff, oh my god, I can't wait. I'm just going to play. I'm going to do modding, but we're also just going to be playing on the server pretty freaking hard. Pretty hard. And we're going to be playing with my mods. I was looking, I have like 4 mods now. It's a lot. Oh boy, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was working on the door destruction. Although he's not going to attack the door yet because it's not a full moon. Although it is dark. I don't even know what the moon phase is right now. Maybe a new moon? But yeah, this should affect all doors. I wanted to enable these. I wanna finish Well, we started with the wolves here. Getting all the variant types of wolf in here. We have all the bears already. Actually, we should probably double check. They may have added some things. Oh wait, what am I doing? Vintage story. Here we go. Assets, survival, entities, land. Okay. Bears. Let's see how many types of bears there are. Looks like we still have the black, brown, sun, so there's still 5 types of bears. That's good. I would like to make a chicken pet, which would be a rooster, a hen. See, my problem is I don't know if I should have babies be, non-combat pets that follow you. I'll pull it up, but I don't think I should. The fuck is this? Is there a new kind of monster? Let's look for a spawner for this. Mobilized. So do all these things make a monster? Because there's an actual entity here. You know what? We're going to try and summon this thing. / entity summon, right? That's what we want. Oh, spawn. This would be game : whoops. Oh, it won't let me paste it. Oh, there we go. Missing amount 1. Look at the health of that thing. 500 flippin' health? What? Tyron, what are you doing, sir? Is it aggro? Oh, it must not have any animation yet or anything. So this is a work in progress. So this must be like a monster boss or something. Let's take a look at the hitbox for this. All right, let's just put some of this stuff down here. Or here we go. Good. Oh, that's unique. How the doors wanted to go together like that. Yeah. It seems like its collision, its hitbox is a little bizarre. Trying to hide things from me. All right, let's pull this out. That's what it's called. That is a pretty big freaking hitbox. You know, honestly, at first I was hoping it would be a multi kind of hitbox. Apparently not. All right, so that must just be a work in progress kind of thing. That's pretty cool though. I like the fingers, right? Like the joints and stuff that it has. Really well done. Definitely cool. Although where's its legs? This thing is trying to attack me. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Can't get over that gate. I created you. That's pretty cool. All right. I guess looking at it, yeah, it's definitely mechanical. Its eye height is really high. But then again, so is the hitbox for it. Drops a bunch of rusty gears. Its health is fucking ridiculous. It is a boss, and it looks like there's gonna be a music track for the boss encounter. That's pretty freaking cool. Oh, and it revives on death. It's like a traitor. They don't fully disappear. It's gonna have throw at entity. It's gonna have a melee attack. Oh, it's gonna throw a boulder. It's gonna have a slam attack. And then it looks like it looks and it has idle. So this is a very basic boss entity then. Very, very basic. Definitely cool though to see. Definitely neat. All right, let's continue looking here. I could make like little drifter pets. Why not? Box, definitely. I'm not sure if there's going to be a difference between the male, the female, and the pup. I think a lot of these things. I don't know. I don't know. Gazelle. I can make a gazelle pet. Rabbit pet, of course. Hyena pet. My God, I could basically take any entity in here and turn it into a pet. I guess what we'll do, I'll pull up the wolf. Um, I'm not sure how I'm going to do something like the wolf. At least the bear, it had different versions, right, of like actual words that made sense. For the wolf, it's just a wolf, and then it has all these skins that are like really freaking similar. There, we're gonna go into the wolf. Yeah, like you got all of these skins. Like some of them, right? Like some of them are just so similar, like these three, right? Even to some degree, these two are pretty similar. Honestly, all of these, right, could be really similar. Maybe I should probably limit it down to five. I could do that, that, and that, maybe. All right, let's give it a try. I'm gonna have to actually. I want to add actual words to our wolf, our little wolfie. So for the first type, I will call it a black wolf. This one will be a dark gray. This one can just be gray. This one can be white. And I'll have white be last here. And then brown, Brown. Maybe something like that. So then I can have black, dark gray, gray, brown, and white. Gotta sneeze. Oh man. Whew. Oh my goodness. There we go. Oof. Oh man. I forgot to take my allergy medication. That sucks. All right, now I just have to map the texture. So wolf 1 can be that. Dark gray, I could have that. Actually, I could have that be number 2. The gray, we can have that be number 4. No, number 4 probably. The brown will be 7. Oh, actually, there are two kinds of browns. There could be a tan. Instead of a gray, I could do tan. The tan would probably be 9. White is definitely going to be 6. And then that leaves, instead of dark gray, why don't I just make it gray? And that could be wolf too. There we go. All right, so black, gray, tan, brown, and white. I don't think there's much else we need to do, so that is that. We're going to fireball this in. So the wolves should be changing. And I think that's going to be a good variety. Maybe I should stick with maybe 5 being the maximum kind of variance for all of my creatures. Although I do feel like this is becoming a separate mod. Game mode 2. All right, yeah, this is looking better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is going to be well represented. / time set day. Oh, I forgot to move this over to the items that spawn it, or the entities. I mean, passives wolf. Paste that in. Copy. Paste. Tab. I think I'm live streaming this to YouTube, but you know what? I'm gonna try to play some of my music. I know YouTube can be a little meh when it comes to music, but maybe if I play game music, maybe it won't be as bad. There we go. That's pretty good, I'd say. All right, so we got some wolves here. Wolfie 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think that is a pretty good color palette. And we can put them back. Yep, they got some basic animations. I could rename. I actually updated this. Now it makes more sense, right? Like when you click in it, it highlights, and then you could do something like test. This is the way, right? Before, used to have, used to not be able to click. Now you could actually click like where you want to edit. So it tracks everything a lot better. Update the Nime, and there we go. Good old Nime. All right, the rest of you become items. Whoops. Yep, and that's all of them. All right, so wolves are in. God. I mean, should we work on the bestiary? I honestly haven't touched it since we last looked at it. I gotta pull up the document. Because my problem is, like, I can make all these pets, but if there's no way for you to get them in-game, what's the point? So this is what we were gonna go with. There'd be a button for passive pets. Although I'm thinking the bestiary should be a little different. Before, it was just for my monsters. I guess I really need to think about what direction this mod is going to kind of move into. Because it's right now, it's supposed to be just a monster mod. But we're kind of getting into the whole, like, you know, passive pets and... I don't know. I'm still trying to decide, you know, I don't like this spider skin. I think the spider skin should be brown, more brown. Because it's too similar to like the hollows, right? Although it is kind of rock color, I don't know. Maybe like a darker brown. I don't know, I'm kind of stuck right now with this. Sonic Boom. This works. I could just make a will-o-wisp. I don't know. What do people want to see? I'm kind of... It's weird. Normally I get on and I know what I want to do. This time, not so much. Not so much this time. I guess I could just keep making pets to kill time. To kill time. Alright, so what should we do? Let's look at hyenas. Where is it? There we go. Alright, so I don't need the wolves up anymore. Hyena. How many variants of the hyena are there? One? Really? Let's go back to entity. Hyena. Wow, there are like 3 kinds of hyenas. And they're not that impressive. Well. You know what, fuck it. We're making a new monster type. Eventually, I want all these monster types in as it is. Alright. So either a will-o-wisp or a wraith. Which one are we doing? Where's a coin? I'm literally going to flip a coin. This is what we're coming down to. I have this awesome EverQuest 2 coin. It's this big, like, it's like the coin. It has like the heads and tails, and one's a one of the sky dragons. The other one is a bone dragon. It's a gold coin. It's pretty cool. Back when EverQuest was a cool game. All right. Give it a try. We are going to make the will-o-wisp. We are going to make the will-o-wisp next. Alright, we're going to have to make a couple things. So will-o-wisp is going to be the first neutral mod, or neutral monster of this mod. As such, we're going to give it a new folder. Patches, recipes, shaders, no. Shapes, entities, monsters. All right, here we go. We're going to have to add a new folder here for neutrals. Let's put an S at the end. Let's put an S at the end there. Put an S at the end there. All right, neutrals, sets and shapes for sounds. We are also going to want a new folder, neutrals, textures, entities. We are going to have a new folder here as well for neutrals. Even though the will-o-wisp will have an AoE that is harmful, it's not going to actually try to attack you unless you attack it first. Passives, like, it will never attack back. We already have pets as passives, for an example. All right. So we are going to add a folder here. Will-O-Wisp. I'm going to copy the unstable. We'll use that as a base. All right, so the first thing we're going to have to change the name, right? This is going to be neutral neutral Will-O-Wisp surface. Copy that. Anything that says monster unstable, we are going to replace with neutral Will-O-Wisp. Should only be one. That's what I thought. Now we have to think about for Will-O-Wisp, the subspecies could be... Jesus Christ, I don't even know. I don't even know. Right? Like, because a Will-O-Wisp technically is going to be a ball of energy. Let's turn down the music a little bit. I don't know. What are we going to do? Let's do a little research on a Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp in games. So Pokemon have things like I don't want anything to do with Pokemon. Will-O-Wisp will do EQ, right? EverQuest. Because really it's just a ball of light. They're not aggressive, however they're extremely sociable. 3 variants of light stones that they carry as excellent light sources for humans and other blind races. Alright, so we got one perspective here. Doesn't Diablo have Will-O-Wisp? Yeah. See, theirs looks a little different, right? But still the same kind of thing. Incorporeal Swamp. Oh, yeah, that's right. These are something different. Swamp spirits. Great from the vapors of rising dense jungle swamps. Mindless, they seek out energy contained in all living things. They enjoy ambushing good creatures. While not evil in nature, their feeding habits make them a serious threat to adventurers. They got to manifest to attack. So, we got a couple ideas there, right? So, kind of ball of energy. I could do something like a, we'll make a skull version and then a vapor. Maybe. For now. Which means that anything vapor I'm going to get rid of. So we'll just have a skull variant. I think that'd be kind of cool to have a skull with, like, radiating light. So for variants, common, let's look at the color patterns that we have available. So common, the common Will-O-Wisp is going to be white. That's going to be the default. Although, oh man, if I don't do that as the default, that could be the first creature that has the Lux. So I could do like Lux, Scarlet, right? A red Will-O-Wisp would be cool. Maybe the common can be golden, which means that I don't want to have a blue Will-O-Wisp. I think blue should be reserved for like the fairy version of the Will-O-Wisp. Verdant green? Could have a green will-o-wisp. So we could have the common, which could be gold in color, and then you'll have the green, the red, and then the white versions. I think that would look pretty... I think that'd look like a pretty decent color palette scheme. Alright, so we're going to have to change a couple of things here. So far, it looks like we're not going to have to change too many things. It's going to be interesting. There's not really going to be any emotional states. This is going to be probably the easiest. Oh, yeah, we want to get rid of some of this stuff, like we don't want it to do detonate. No detonation. That being said, it's not going to have to blink. Chaos Blast. I will keep the projectiles. I'm not sure if I wanted to melee attack or do a projectile yet. As for this, the group is going to be neutral profile. I need to do a copy search Azure. Will be Verdant. Any dark is going to be Scarlet. And then any violet is going to be Lux. There we go. All right, so that should be pretty darn good. We're going to save this. I am going to take a sip. Let's work on a basic model. Shapes, entities. We got to pull up the model creator. Open up a new file explorer. This is going to be easy to make. Since this version is going to be a skull, what I could do is we can open the monsters. We'll go into hollows, hollow surface, right? And what I'm going to do is a file, save as. We're going to go into entities, monsters. Interesting. Oh, it's trying to open up the old version. Eldritch Monsters, Assets, Eldritch Monsters. Let's go to Shapes, Entities, Neutrals. This is going to be the Will-O-Wisp dash surface. Now we are going to add a new folder. Call it Will-O-Wisp. Just going to move this into there. All right, now I can come here to add existing assets, Eldritch Monsters, entities. Nope. Shapes, entities. Neutrals, Will-O-Wisp. If we look for all files, there's our Will-O-Wisp added in. All right, now what we're going to do is file, open. I want to make sure I'm opening the Will-O-Wisp. Mods, Eldritch Monsters, assets, shapes, entities, neutrals, Will-O-Wisp, Will-O-Wisp surface, open. So this is technically our Will-O-Wisp right now. What we can do is get rid of a lot of things because I want it to just be a floating skull, pretty much, to start off with. Which means everything here I might as well just do this, right? All right, so the whole chest can go. The whole lower half can also go. Now we have spine segments here, which honestly, a lot of these spine segments are also going to go. The only thing we want to preserve is the head. So I'm going to take the head and we're just going to drag it all the way at the top here. Right in the base of the origin. You delete that. Right? Now we just have to bring this whole thing down a lot. Not that much. We'll bump it up one. There we go. We'll have it kind of floating a little bit. So that is going to be our basic will-o-wisp so far. File, save. There we go. Now we have to come up here. This is going to be entities, neutrals. Will-o-wisp. Will-o-wisp surface. We're going to open it up here. So I need default and bone. I think and the color black and teeth. The color black we are going to get rid of. I'm going to just delete that whole part, which means I could just close that out. All right, so let's start getting the keys for these. I'm going to pop this out so we don't keep losing track of it. This we're going to move over here. We're going to look at hollows because most of the keys should be here. Right, so default bone, bone shaded, and teeth are going to be our main ones. So this is basically what we are going to want. Get rid of color black. Since these are balls of light, it doesn't make sense to have any like black shaded areas. Super Smash Brothers Melee. Man, I want a good one. Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, Elite Four building. I didn't think I had these kind of songs in this folder. Alright, this works. Alright, so I think this should be just about good. We do need a will-o-wisp renderer as well. Let's create that. Unstable, this will be will-o-wisp. Should change only 3. Yep. Alright, we're going to save that. We're going to work on some shader stuff as well. Like, this is going to be a combination of a shader and the model. We're going to build all of this. I need to make the item for the Will-O-Wisp now. Which we will just use the unstable. Why not? Alright, instead of monster unstable, it's going to be neutral Will-O-Wisp. Okay, what is going on? Why is it only playing... Here we go. Starting to get some other things here. Although it's still all playing the same shit. Fast forward a bunch. It's like either this Sonic game that I forgot to delete off, or it's playing Super Smash Brothers. Or Donkey Kong Country 3. Alright, maybe something funky's going on. Hold on, I'm gonna fix the music. This is crap! Alright, media... Quit. So it's not doing shuffle. Yeah, this is just not shuffling. This is weird. Try this. Okay, here we go. Yep, now we got it. Good. Weird. Okay, where was I? Before all of that kind of took over. Alright, we're going to have a skull and a vapor version. Gotta copy over some of the stuff. Alright, next thing we're going to want is the shape. Copy, paste. Then we're going to want all of the textures here. Copy. Alright, so that, I think that should be alright. I just need to fix the spacing. There we go. Save. Alright, we'll see what we have so far. I've rushed through and did a lot of stuff. But we should have an item. The item should spawn the Will-O-Wisp. The Will-O-Wisp right now should just look like a skull, a flying skull. And then after we get that taken care of, we are going to mess with the shaders. We're going to put a shader on it. Kind of have fun with it. Alright, so far, okay. We got the 4 versions, right? We got the normal. Yeah, we got all the different colors. It says it's unable to spawn it. Oh, because I spelt it wrong. I spelled neutral wrong, really. Item. Whoops. Item neutral Will-O-Wisp. Okay. Let's reload. This is why I make constants of all my strings. Item neutral will-o-wisp. Let's make sure we could even spawn one. Technically, it did spawn it, although it's saying it couldn't find renderer. Oh, we never added the renderer. We never registered it. Oh man. Yeah, that would do it. Actually, we never did a couple of things here. There's still more to do. So right here, we're gonna need to make something for the entity will-o-wisp. It's gonna be unhappy for now. Will-o-wisp. I need to come down to here. Can't believe I forgot to do that. Why isn't it working? There we go. That's gonna help it. There's still more we need to do. I need to stop the game. We gotta come up to entities. Right here, I'm gonna copy and paste. This needs to be will-o-wisp. And paste that. Save, which means we have to go back into the entity for the will-o-wisp, and we have to change unstable to will-o-wisp. All right, succeeded. Let's start. So this so far has taken me, what, roughly half an hour? To make a whole new monster and get it like 90% of the way there. Because really, if you think about it, we just have to work on AI. You know what it's going to do? Tweak some of the drops. That'll be our base will-o-wisp. We'll have to find sounds for it. Let's fix the texture issue right now. I think I know what the texture issue is going to be. I think it has to do with this, right? Anti-monsters hollow. Yeah, because there is no variant or subspecies for this particular type, texture-wise. So we are going to go to textures. I need to stop the game. We're going to have to create a new folder in here. Will-o-wisp is what we shall call it. I'm going to just copy all of this. I'm going to paste it into here. I'm going to just run basic colors through this. So we have a verdant variety. Paste. Instead of russet, it's going to be Lux. And then we are already going to have a Scarlet. And for all of these, instead of Decayed, we need to change it to, I think I called it Skull, right? The actual colors are going to be a little weird. They're not going to be quite right, but we can always change it. As long as we're mapping a texture, I'm going to be a-okay. There we go. So that should fix the texture mapping issues. Now let's pull up everything. I think the only thing we're not going to need to change anything with is going to be the scarlet, because I think that is pretty good already. The Lux is a brown. The common here. So what we can do is, let's try and add color to this. Oh, you know what we could have done? Let's bring up the red. Let's just inject color into the red, since it already has a lot of color. So hue and saturation, we want like a gold. Bright. I don't know, maybe it could be that bright. Let's make it this bright. Right, so I'm going to copy that. We're going to paste it in here, right? Because this is going to be the common. Which means I want to copy this. For the Lux, we're going to start off with this kind of color. Now I'm going to copy, and we're going to... Actually, we're going to paste it here. I'm going to go into curves. That is pretty aggressive, but you know what? I think it's going to be fine. So the common should be gold. Gold. We're going to try this here. Now the Lux is going to be white. This isn't exactly the white I was thinking about. We are going to black and white it. No, we're not. We're not. We're going to keep the color. We are just going to try to tone the color up a little bit. Let's try curves. That actually looks pretty good. Alright, we'll try that for the Lux. I may have to go whiter with it. Let's do the curves again. Yeah, because see, if we do too white, it washes it out. There we go. We'll do that. Alright, what's the other color? Green was the other color. The hell's this? Scarlet? Okay, let's inject color into this to make our green. Not teal, green. There we go. Let's not make it so vivid. I'd say that's pretty good. That's a good solid green. Alright, so let's save that. We're going to paste it in here. Go to curves. Alright, so don't save that. Let's just close out of everything there. Okay, so we should have our Will-O-Wisp basic colors. So far, remember, it's just going to be the floating skull. That, if it sees us, will shoot energy balls. If we got the color mapping right, then we're gonna create a custom shader for this. What I'm thinking is similar to the energy balls we throw, except I want to smear the outsides to make it more like circular, and I want to pinpoint it in the center of the skull. So as it's moving around, you'll see, you know, the shader constantly moving. Just around the skull. It's not going to be huge, but... Oh, still having a problem, huh? Neutral, will-o-wisp, surface, skull, common, normal. Oh, I think I reversed them, didn't I? Yeah, this is the problem here. I'm pointing to the wrong textures. That's what my problem is. I need neutrals, will-o-wisp. So I need to copy this, right? Look for that, replace it with this. 11 occurrences. All right, let's try that. Save, which means all of this should also happen here. So there should be 12 occurrences here. Yep. Save, fireball, bring the game back up, reload. I like how I decided to do this on a whim. Oh. Alright, so that's our skull version so far. We should have 4. So there's our green, our red, and of course the Lux, which will be white. First creature that's going to be using Lux. Okay, so now that we have this, let's go ahead and do some shader magic. So down here in the shaders, we got to close the game. To start minimizing stuff that I don't need up. All of this, we are going to close all tabs. Shaders. We're going to add a folder. This is going to be entities. Add another folder. This is going to be neutrals. Add another folder. This is going to be the will-o-wisp. Will-o-wisps. I'm going to copy the energy balls. We're going to put them in. And I'm going to call this will-o-wisp shader. Alright, and I'm going to open both of these because we will need both open. I'm going to drag them out into their own window. For now, they're just going to go off to the side. We'll come back to them. Now we have to create the mappings to point to these new shaders on our entity in our renderer. So let's pull up the renderer. I believe I turned all of this into a method at the bottom, which is right here. What we're going to do is I'm going to take any instance of energy ball shader. We are going to turn into the will-o-wisp shader. 31 instances. I'm going to just spot check this here. So that's our random. We are creating the shader. We're going to start to use it. Inputting information in. We are then doing the camera positional translation, doing necessary rotation to kind of give it that sense of movement. And then we are looking at the scale, and then we are spawning particles for now. We are not going to spawn any particles yet. This is just going to be the base renderer. All right, and now up here, want to make sure it's pointing to my right mod ID. We are setting up a new shader for the vertex and fragment shaders. We're registering our file. which this is going to change, right? Because now this is going to be entities slash neutrals slash, whoops, Will-O-Wisp slash, and then Will-O-Wisp shader. All right. And we're attaching it to this shader. And these are going to be the energy balls that we render on top of each other to build what we want. All right, we're going to rebuild this. I need to make sure that this is going to constantly be rendered, which it would not be. Now it will be. Ooh, which reminds me. So let's go into unstable. Can we please go to the next GD song? Holy schmoly, man. Like, oh my god. That song is like 4 times longer than it needs to be. Jesus Christ. All right, we're going to find the on-render frame. Here it is. So I created an enum for this, which is why I wanted to come back to here. So let's do int. We're going to cast an int. This is going to be e-trigger event dot. We're going to have to import this. I hate when it does that. It's like I'm trying to move my mouse down to it, and it's like denied. Wait, I did call it the trigger event, right? Oh, looks like I could update my graphics driver. Sorry, Grandpa. You're going to have to be put through more stuff. What the hell did I name that? E-trigger events. EM, that's what it is. Let's import this. So I had it set at 1, but really it should be unstable ability detonate. Okay, that's saved, so we can get out of there. This, I'm going to comment this out, although I may end up using it depending on what I do with trigger events. All right, so we should have an energy. It's going to look like the energy ball. As long as we get that, then we can work on colors. I'm thinking various kinds of golds layered on top of each other. Probably darker on the outside, fading to a lighter on the inside. It's probably going to be way too big for the skull, so I'm going to probably compress it down a little bit. Hey, it's cold in here. One sec. Booyah. And as soon as we get this too, we'll not only change the color, we're going to go into the actual shader. We're going to change a little of the math because, again, I want like a smooth kind of... I don't want like the portal rifty, you know, like the fingers kind of going out. And it looks like we have our first problem, which I believe this problem... the given key was not present in the dictionary. Oh, that's right. A higher number. So I don't have projectile size, I don't think. Let's look over here. We have projectile color. What about over here? Do we have projectile size? We have the projectile matrix or projection matrix. Projectile size, we do have it, but we may not be using it in here. You know what I could do? We could close this out. I could temporarily just get rid of this. Although, no, I don't want to do that necessarily. Hexadin, hey, can you riddle me this? Why does the game like to spawn no enemies for several days and then all enemies at once? Because your world probably has a grace timer. which is why. So on new worlds, generally for a couple of days, it kind of helps get you on your feet. It's one of the default settings. You could go into the world and just disable that, like when you make a new world. But yeah, it's in your world options. So, riddle solved. Not the grace timer. Well, that's what I would know it as, the grace timer. So, I don't know. It also could be, remember, there are there's like rift weather. So when it's calm, you're not really going to get spawns. When the rift level is high, you will get more. That's another thing. I mean, you'll get 3 drifter, 2 skeletons, and beholder at the same time, despite no enemies for days before that. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? It's how Tyrant has things spawning in the world, right? On a side note, have you ever tried to fight the Black Beholder at night? It's part of the fun. Just to see that big eyeball coming towards you. Come on, man, you should be able to take care of it. But yeah, they are a little crazy. The awesome part is like when it sneaks up behind you and it starts initiating self-destruct, and you look over and you just see like black, but you see the energy kind of going, to get the hell away. Do your creatures obey the rift activity? They move faster than you do, are hard to hit, have projectiles. It's automatic death. Actually, they don't move faster than you. Sprinting, you should be able to run away from them. I actually made them a lot slower, but I can look at it. I can look at it again. They may be able to catch up with you, actually. It may seem faster because unlike players and other land creatures, they just fly straight to a person. You have to like jump, and you have different elevations and stuff to deal with too, which would slow you down. I can look into that. I just carry a bunch of rocks, honestly. I have killed these things with rocks. So it is doable. Although, to be fair, I am pretty used to fighting them. All right, I'm gonna fix this here. It's saying the given key is not present in the dictionary, which is bullshit because it should be. Let's pull up. Here we go. This. They accelerate, right? Well, they move. They have a maximum speed. All right, so I have projectile size here. Projectile size is actually being passed right here. I don't have... I wonder if it's upset because I do not have a projectile size here. Although I did do just a copy and paste, so it should be fine. Let's look at projectile size. I think it just may not be mapped right. Okay, so I have that. I think it's going to be further up here. So, okay, so I do set... I have things initialized, and then I set static bits for the size. These are the primary colors, the default colors. This is indeed going into the Will-O-Wisp shader. You know what I'm thinking? I should probably make this all lowercase. We're going to shut down. I'm going to make this all lowercase. Will-O-Wisp shader. Just like that. There we go. Paste that in. Make sure... Oh! Duh, I forgot the S. I keep doing that! Damn it! I keep doing that. Oh my god, build. Jeez. Oh man. So you think I should slow down the speed of the unstable, huh? There we go. That's what it was. So that's what we have so far. I don't like it, so we are going to change it. First of all, the energy is... Let's work on the shape, because I don't like this shape for the energy. So for the shape, we're going to have to come directly into here, Will-O-Wisp. And I actually have some math that I stumbled upon here. Oh, where was it? I believe it was this for the spike noise. We can do dot reload shaders. Maybe that wasn't it. I thought I had copied it. Okay, so we may have to kind of mess with things a little bit. So we're going to go back to this. For the smoothing, we're going to bump this up a little bit. This is basically how I do shaders. Oh, damn it. I could have just did the reload shaders. This is such a habit. Just because there's not a lot of good... So there are a couple good things that kind of explain basic shaders, but then you have to kind of nitpick all that stuff and then run it through, like, you know, because the shaders in-game take their own thing. This isn't what I was going... We're getting closer, though, but this is not what I was going for. We're kind of increasing the wispiness of it a little too much. Probably this smooth is what we want to bump up a little bit. Dot reload shaders. All right, it's getting a little more round. I like that, but it's still a little wispy. A little too wispy for the Will-O-Wisp. I believe let's try to just deaden everything by a lot, right? Like divide everything by a lot. Okay, that is looking a little better. I want those blurred kind of circular streaks. So we're getting somewhere here. I'm going to meet right in the middle for these two. Ah, I did it again. Oh, man. Just dot reload shaders. Dot reload shaders. Come on, man. I got peanut butter M&Ms right next to me. They're such a tease. Put them back. See, no. Okay, so that is definitely not the way. I wonder if the second variable here, so let's save fireball. So this is more what I want. I'm thinking what I need to do. We're going to change some of these here. We are not going to use the large. And we're actually going to do some of the coloring as well. Let's move this back. So I believe this is supposed to be a RGB kind of scenario. So red, green, and blue. So if I do a 1 and a 1 and then a 0, we're going to start peppering in colors here. Okay, so that made a green. So actually that color pattern there would be probably what we would want, right? Because then I could do like a 2.5, 1.25, and then I could do a 1.50. That way it gets progressively lighter towards the center. Medium, large. Projectile size. Didn't really do what I thought it would. See, the center is still black. So that would be the core. No, I think with this, it's not. I didn't do the reverse, did I? There we go. So I could kind of see. There, I'll move it over here. So we're looking at this color here. I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to delete each one of these here. We'll start off with the center. And we're going to start off with just the core. There we go. So we just have the core rendering now. Kind of move it off to the side so we can see it. All right, and now what are we going to do? We're looking at the primary core colors. So these are the primary core colors. We inject it into here. All right, so then for the primary core, it's kind of interesting how it looks like it's not respecting the I guess I got to look into this here. So what are we doing? We're taking the RGB color vector and we're piping it into here. For the will-o-wisp, we are actually going to enable a couple of these things. I want the wispiness to kind of blend in with the natural world fog. So we won't see it here, but we will see it elsewhere. Counter smooth. Seriously, another one of these songs where it like goes forever? Can I open up like the file location of this? Hold on, I'm gonna track down this song. I gotta prune a lot of these songs out that I'm not gonna have. You know, that are like this. So this is called Space Zone. Where are you? Space Colony, Space Zone. Open file location. Next. There we go. Deleted. Okay, let's go back up to the colors here. Shoot, where'd they go? There we go. Projection primary colors. And primary color core for the core. So it's mapped correctly. That's interesting. Because with this, I shouldn't have to put it that high. But see, it's still black. Oh, wait a minute. It's because I got to do a reload on it. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's going to actively change the color, right? Because I'm doing it in here, right? When it initializes. So like this right here, the shader will change, but pretty sure we're going to have to do a whole reload, right? Oh, wait, did I fireball it in? There we go. Maybe I caught it. I wish this was more documented. Yeah, see, that's what it was. Actually, God, it looks like one shader may be all we need, just about. So I need to... I think I need to raise the point of the skull. So the skull needs to be raised a little bit. You know what? Let's look at hitboxes. I want it in the center of its hitbox. So it did need a reload. That's good to know. References. Yep. So I need to raise the skull itself. All right. I guess I can get rid of this. Where the heck is the model again? I know there's a variable here that I could just tweak. It's on translation. Although I could also just... I could do this another way. Where is it? There it is. I could manually just lift it. Right? I could just do this. It probably should be higher in here anyways. Because, see, I have it pretty low. So I could easily just pop this up. Try something like this. Save. Fireball the changes. We're going to have to do a reload. Hey, Bernardo. How's it going? This song is 3 minutes long. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. I don't want to hear that for 3 minutes. All right. Where are you, Will-O-Wisp? I hear you. There you are. Yeah, that looks pretty darn good. Actually, it needs to be raised a little bit. Little bit. We'll try it just by one. Reload. Yeah, it's getting there. Flying toasters. Yep, that's it. You got it. Flying toasters. Nailed it. All right, where are you? See, now it's too high. So I should split the difference then. We'll bring it back down 19.5. So we'll make it an 18.5. Save. Looks like it is just about in the center. Reload. Oh, you know what I could also be seeing? I'm going to have to probably move it forward a little bit, too. It's very smart. Mm-hmm. Yep. Your gold medal's in the mail. Don't let it go to your head. That's still just a little too high, I'm thinking. So probably... let's do an 18.75. Because it's close, but if we're going to do this, we got to nail it. You know, I could have two versions of this Will-O-Wisp, right? I could have the one where it is the skull floating, the other one where it may just be like the ball of light floating. You know, that actually looks pretty good. No, it's a little low now. It needs to be just a little higher. We'll get this. Just gotta raise it a little bit. All right, next song. Jesus Christ. See, it's like so aggressive, right? Like I lift it by a little bit. Oh, you know what? Hey, that looks pretty good. It looks like the skull just needs to be more centered. So maybe it needs to be forward a little more. But I mean, either way, I think that looks pretty darn good. Now let's mess with the shaders themselves. Right, if this thing stops wandering around, I can lock it in at a good position. There we go. That's pretty good. All right, so we're going to want this to swirl a little bit. I swear to Christ, that song. No, where is that song? It's gone. It's out of here. It's done. It's called 35 Wario. Nope, it's fucking done. It's gone. Poof. Where is it? Show yourself, damn it. 35 Wario. You know, all of these can go. Delete. Try. Next. Goodbye. There we go. Oh, God. Hey, look at the moon in the sky. My hollows are almost able to rage on some doors. All right, so I want this to swirl more. It's actually swirled kind of nicely. But I want it to swirl more and be more circular. So let's open up this. All right, so what are we gonna have to do here? What are we doing? So we're getting the spike noise. We're gonna try and manipulate some of these here. Good news is I don't have to really do too much, I don't think. So I could do dot reload shaders. I mean, that is looking better. What if I give it like a 200? Let's go fucking crazy with it. That is getting closer to the smearing that I'm looking for. Let's just do something bizarre, right? I'm gonna do something like, oh, you know, I do want to do it by pi. I want to multiply it by pi. I kind of like that, actually. No, I did like it. I don't like it so much anymore. So I think I want to manipulate the spike noise here. So maybe the counter smooth as well. See, it's actually like shifting around now. I do like that. Kind of feels like it's more alive. Without the skull, I think it would be probably good on its own. What about the seed? Ooh, I do like that. I like how it feels like it's more circular and it's blending a little bit more. Ooh. We may have a winner. Although now we have to, the ball I think is still too big. So this is going to be about the size. So the bigger the size, the smaller the ball. So what if I magnify it by a lot? This we're going to have to reload. Well, fireball and the reload. Once I get this done, it's going to be a matter of just setting different colors depending on the type of creature it is. And then trying to match up the colors to the skulls. Do I even need the skulls? Should it just be a ball of light? Maybe the skulls are too much, huh? What if I just have it be a dummy entity? We just run balls of light. Giggity. I could do that. I could just get rid of the skull. Let's see what it looks like. Right? Just have it be empty. And just have it be a will-o-wisp, be just a ball of light. Nothing fancy. Although I probably could do a transparent kind of thing to the skull. I feel like the skull is very dominating. You know what I mean? So that could just be the will-o-wisp. If we paste in this, so I would have to lower the hitbox a little bit, but that could just be the will-o-wisp. Just an ever-shifting ball of mass. I like that, actually. Maybe this is the way. All right, let's change the hitbox. You know, I'm making the executive decision to do this. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to undo what I did. I'm going to save this. We are just going to set this to be transparent. So let's go into the entity. For the will-o-wisp. You know, I'm actually curious to see if I have to do anything special with the texture, if I want to have a transparent texture. I have not tested a transparent texture yet. So we're going to test that. So we'll do common. Nope, not the shaded. This one. So basically, to make it semi-transparent, right, I could just come into here. I'll make it 100. Merge. Save. Reload. I think after we test this, so that is how you could do it. You can have a very semi-transparent skull in there. I kind of like that. That looks pretty freaking cool. So what if I make it even more semi-transparent, right? So instead of 100, let's make it like 25, right? Barely there. And I'll do it for this one too. So basically everything but the teeth will be will have transparency now. We'll have to ignore the teeth because I think it would be cool if there are two versions of this, right, for the Will-O-Wisp. But you won't be able to see the version until you get close to it. Maybe the ones with the skulls will have a draining effect, and then maybe just the regular balls of light will have like an AoE heal, maybe. That is pretty light, but that looks cool. I just got to do the teeth, but yeah, you wouldn't know it was a draining one until you got close to it. So then I just have to do this. Wonder if the teeth are going to be too dark. I don't know. Yeah, and then you get close to it, right? By that time, you're in the AoE effect, and you see it's a skull. Maybe its AI would just be to follow the player slowly. That looks pretty damn good. Kind of wonder if I should make the skull smaller. Let's make the skull maybe smaller. Because the skull is kind of normal sized. I could just come up here. We will go to... Oh, I gotta click on this. Tools. It's gonna be... Yeah, resize element. We will make it 75% smaller. I'm gonna scale the UV with it. Right? A much smaller skull. We're gonna have to work on positioning again. We're gonna scale it. Right, mini skull. Make that a 0.5. There we go. So it's kind of in the middle. We'll try that. File. Save. You know, I kind of wanted to do like a Navi kind of thing, so I wanted to get like wings. You know, I have like the ball of light with the little wings. Hey, listen. Although it wouldn't say that, but maybe for like the good version of it, it would have like the Navi Zelda fairy wings. That does look like it looks like a pretty good skull, right? That looks like a good size for what we're going for. It does need to go a little lower though. But, you know, that was pretty good for just random. All right. Which means now we can start to add some of the transparency back, right? I'm going to double it for everything, and then we'll see how it is. Yeah, that's pretty good. And you wouldn't know until you got close to it, right? And you're like, oh shit. Maybe I could have it to where the head, like, looks towards the person. Yeah, but let's work on that transparency. It doesn't need to be that transparent anymore. Not with it being... Or I could tone down the brightness. Because it is a very bright ball of light. Whatever you are saying. Yep. Whatever I'm saying. Just nod, alright? Just yes, Vice. Yes. What you are saying makes sense, Vice. We'll have it be less aggressive with the brightness. Because this isn't supposed to be radiating like the sun either. Oh, that thing happened. You're muted. Yeah, you gotta refresh. I don't know what to say. Okay, that looks pretty good. Yeah. All right, so I need to... We'll double it. That's weird. I mean, the stream says it's fine. Right? I don't know. I don't know, man. Do 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 do. Bow ba da 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 da. Um, I mean, I may have to. I mean, if no one can hear me, I may have to start and stop the stream.